Good evening and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am back with another Kit layout process video. So I have been working with the Simple Stories I Am collection, and I have the journal bits, the chipboard stickers, and the 12 by 12 papers and the cut aparts. I've been marking things off as I have used them completely. So I I've only done 2 layouts so far with this, and here's the first one. And I used 2 of the chipboards on here and a handful of the stickers. And then on the second one, I used a few more of the chipboards, some stickers, some of the cut aparts, lots of the papers, and some of the branding strips. So I'm trying to use the cut aparts as my titles and mostly using only this collection without bringing anything else in. I've used some stickles on this one. I used some Park Lane enamel dots on this one. Other than that, everything has been, oh, and then some shimmer sprays. I think that other than that, that is the only thing that I have used on either of the layouts I've created that was not Simple Stories. So I am going to be scrapbooking 2 pictures. This is of my sweet Poochie, and these were taken on the same night. This is me and my daughter. I think I'm gonna cut them down to 4x4 so it will cut this bright crazy light out and all this floor. So I'm gonna use these 2 crazy pictures, some of the journaling bits and some of the chipboard, and of course I'm going to do my best to use as many of these stickers as I can. And then I have a few left from where I bought this sticker sheet by itself, so I may try and use up some of those, and then a lot of these. So I hope that you will stick with me and we'll see how this goes. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing that I do is get out my Creative Memories personal trimmer and cut my pictures down like I said I was going to do, to 4 inches. So there is a messy bookshelf behind my puppy, and so I trim part of that and then the floor to get it to be 4 inches. And then cut that fan and bright light out above mine and my daughter's head. And then I set those aside, and I had already looked through my papers. I really was thinking I wasn't going to have enough to finish all the layouts I want to for this Kit, but I think that I have it figured out. So I do fly by the seat of my pants most often, but I did want to make sure that I didn't end up midway through the month and completely out of this kit. So I want to use this paper. It's like a leopard print, but it's multiple colors. But I wanted to see if there were any cards on the back that I would want to use, so I cut in the right place. So I cut a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 for those 2 picture mats. And I wanted to bring that cheated type print in because I am going to bring in that card over there on the left that says Strong, Beautiful, Enough. I thought it would be my title, but I decided on something else, but it is going to make it onto the page. It's just a extra. So right now I've matted those pictures, and I am getting everything that I had pulled from the ephemera or journaling bits packet out. So that one of a kind over there to the right will end up being what I consider my title, because not only is my dog one of a kind, so is my daughter. So I am just putting some double-sided tape on the back of this strip, and it is a branding strip. And if you use Simple Stories, you know that they don't have a full 12 by 12 inch branding strip with the pattern. It has their Simple Stories logo or symbol on the side of it. So I just trim it to where it is just the pattern paper of that pink, which is the background of my journaling block that I'm going to use, is that same pink. So I want to bring that straight down the middle of the page, because that's where I'm focusing the majority of my embellishing, as well as my pictures are going to be right there in the middle of the page. So I cut that little strip. It's about a little over 7.5 inches long, and I put it right there in the middle. And I actually measure, which is super impressive, because if you've watched any of my videos, I rarely get out my ruler. I typically forget that I have a measuring utensil literally behind my paper. So I measure so it's mostly centered, and I'm just going to use that as a little table to put my pictures on. And really, I don't do a whole lot of layering. I got 2 branding strips and the papers that my pictures are matted on, and a little side strip that I tuck in. So I did not use a whole lot of paper. I love the way this layout turned out. I was getting a little worried when I felt like it wasn't enough stuff, and it is enough stuff now. It's a little top heavy, but I think I'm really okay with that. So I get these pictures down and the branding strip, and now I'm putting down that thing, that cut apart that says strong, beautiful, enough, and there's a place above that, and I don't know if you can see it in the video, that's like a line for you to like fill in something there, and I will do that. That top part is a journaling block, and it just says I am with some lines. It's like a little clipboard, and it's super cute. It's got that cheetah print on it. I wanted to go ahead and I felt like a scrapbook layout of my dog, even though she is not a cheetah. She does have very similar colors in her fur that are of this cheetah pattern. So the only thing missing is like a goldy brown, but I do add gold in, which is close. So I am trying to get everything where I want it. I do keep everything pretty much right there, straight down the middle. I do embellish some towards the top right corner, and then little bits and clusters on all 4 corners of the picture, of the group of pictures. So I will tell you, I left the entire process in this video, minus I cut out the minute it took me to journal, and I think there was one other thing I cut like 20 seconds or 30 seconds out, and of course I sped it, it's times 2, but altogether this video was 40 minutes before I cut anything out, and that included me talking to you, showing my other layouts, and getting some things situated. So this was not a long layout. It came together pretty easily once I figured out what I was doing. So I have these words that came from, the ones that are out right now came out of the ephemera pack, and they say lovely and laughing. And I definitely would use the word lovely to describe my daughter as well as my little puppy. She's not puppy, she's like 7. And we laugh all the time. My daughter and I usually are goofing off and having a good old time when we are together. So anytime that I journal about her, I will typically use those kinds of words like laughing and beautiful, funny, things like that. So on the little label, I wrote April the 4th of this year, because that is the date of these pictures. And I really like doing it separate than the journaling block. A lot of times it just takes up too much space. Now on this journaling block, I could have written it on the little top of the clipboard, and that would have been okay, but I like using these little extra tags. So I don't know if you were able to see, because the way that this app that I'm using to edit, I can't see the bottom. What you can see is blocked, for me while I'm recording the voiceover. So I don't know if you could see me matting that one of a kind with that teal or aqua colored paper, but I Frankensteined it because all I had was a little piece of it. So I wanted that color to bring out because it's going to be in multiple places. It's on the I Am journaling block where that flower is, and a darker aqua color is in that Strong, Beautiful, and Enough. So I'm going to pull that aqua teal color, the lighter and the darker, in on this layout. So I tuck those two words in up at the top, and when I put down the journaling or the cut apart at the bottom, there it's just double side tape in the middle. I did not undo the tape that I put in the corners just in case I wanted to do some tucking, which I do. So I pull a couple of different things out. First, I pulled one of the chipboards that said bless, but it was too bulky and looked weird up there on that top left or right strip where I've got all the other words. So then I pulled the same word in a little different shape off of the sticker sheet. And then I use this ephemera piece that says beautiful, put it right above my little girl's head. I say little girl, she'll be 20 next month. I don't care. She'll always be my little girl. So I pulled a few different things off of the chipboard. I use a gold heart. I will, spoiler alert, use a bird, a double flower that matches the florals in the journaling block, and the word which I just pulled off, the words I am. And I'm going to put those on the line on this cut apart. So it says I am strong, beautiful, enough. And it's not as centered as I probably would like it to be. I wanted to center it, and I thought that I was doing a good job, but no, it's off-centered. I'm okay with that because I'm super imperfect. And I try to pull the A up so I could move it over some so it would be a little better, a little more centered, but it was going to tear the cut apart and it wasn't worth it to me. Like I said, I'm super off kilter, so it's okay if my layouts are as well. So I get that down. I decide I want one more strip of paper, and I didn't really care as much what color, but this is the only color that I had in a strip that was not yellow, was this pink, which is fine. So it's a different pattern, but they blend very well. So I cut it in half, tucked it in, like I said, I thought I might do. And then I pulled up the little label that had the date and put it back down. So I am getting the I am put down so that it is off kilter. And you will probably see me try and lift the A up, and I just put it back down because, like I said, I did not take anything out of this video except for the journaling, which you don't want to watch me journal because you can't even see what I'm doing other than writing. You can't see what I'm writing or anything. So I get that in there after I fiddle and I see, there I am trying to figure it all out and cleaning up my area. I clean behind myself all the time because if I don't, especially when I'm making videos, if I don't, you all, it would distract me so bad. It probably doesn't bother you all as much, but it seriously distracts me. So I do have ADD, so I bet y'all didn't know that. So I put this bird right here on top of the little dated label, and it is that same light blue aqua color that is in the word blessed. It is in the flower in the journal, and it's in the word beautiful over on the left corner. I am so frustrated with these chipboards falling out. I just pile them up there. I will go ahead and put them back in their little, it's like working a puzzle every day. Because I like to share with you all when I start the new layouts what I have left, and it's easier when it's in that the base page. So I take the glasses and I tuck those in above the word beautiful because both my daughter and I wear glasses. Perfect time to use them. I probably could use them in the last layout I'm planning on because all 3 of the people in the picture have glasses, but that's okay. So I take the sticker of the bird, and it is yellow, but since it's outlined in white, I figured it would look just fine up there in the corner where the one of a kind is. And I pull, let's see, I'm trying to decide if I've pulled the flowers already. I put some flowers down there in that bottom corner, and I think I see them. Like I said, the bottom is covered for me. So I put those chipboard flowers down in that bottom left corner of the pictures because that is where it's the exact same flower arrangement that's on the clipboard that's in the top right. So I thought that would bring that pattern down. I've already journaled. Look how fast I am, such a fast journaler. And it just says that I love when my daughter and I hang out and spend time together. We always have a good time. And then I mentioned that I love that we got our dog just a little over a year ago. And so that's mostly all it says in the journal. I pull a couple of phrases off of the sticker sheet. One that says hello gorgeous, and the other one says living the dream. And I pull one more word sticker at the top, says fabulous. I thought that would, it's the same color as blessed, so I thought that would go well together. And then I am still looking at the sticker sheet. I mean, look at that. There are 1,000 stickers on there still. And I feel like I've put, multiple stickers on all 3 of the pages I've done. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 stickers on this one. Anyhow, so I get my gold stickles out and I put down 3 little dots by the bird on the right, up by the glasses, and down by the cut apart. And then I'm looking at it. I feel like it's missing something. I'm like telling myself I wish I had a aqua strip to put right here. And I point where I would like it and then realize, oh, sugar. I smeared my stickles. So I left this in because it's super easy to clean up. I just took a tissue quickly and wiped it off. And I am holding the layout up to the light right now, and I cannot even tell that it happened. So now I'm going to show you the up-close pictures because I'm done. So I hope you all have a great night, and I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. Happy scrapping.